So there are basically three kinds of spaces. Whatever happens outside, it also happens inside. So 45 kind of energies appear there as soon as the space is encompassed, it is into boundaries. I've been practicing Vastu for over 25 years now, and almost 25 years. And according to my understanding, so there are basically three kinds of spaces. And this is what I actually learned from my master, from my guru. So there are three kinds of spaces. So one is the cosmic space, the space that involves the motion of planets, the movement of planets. So this is the cosmic space that actually, that is, you can say, quite close to eternal space, right? So it was there before our birth, it is there, and it is likely to be there after our presence on Earth. And the other one is the surrounding space. So that constitutes the domain of Vastu Shastra. So the surrounding space, whatever objects we have in our surroundings, whatever walls or the limitation of boundaries, the available space that we have, maybe our house or maybe our office or whatever. So this enclosed space forms the domain of Vastu Shastra, and this is the surrounding space. So one is cosmic space, one is the surrounding space, and the third one is the subconscious space. So this is also space, our subconscious mind. And this space is directly related with the mind layer of the entire universe. So all the spaces, they do have their mind space also, and this mind space is directly connected with them. So these three spaces, especially the subconscious space and the cosmic space, are directly related to each other. So as our ancient seers have also mentioned that whatever we have outside, likewise we have inside. So this inside means the inside subconscious space. They didn't mean with the internal body part or stomach or the space in veins or the blood or whatever. So this the internal subconscious space is directly connected with the external cosmic space and also the surrounding space. So this surrounding space is also part of this cosmos. So broadly, we can classify as two spaces, but practically there are three spaces. One is subconscious space, cosmic space, and the surrounding space, the Vastu space. Now, the effective directions, basically, whatever happens outside, it also happens inside. So it is just a reflection. If we want to gauge what is happening inside, so we might not have X-ray machines to find out the happenings at the mind level. X-rays can only check what is happening at the physical level, the physical body level. So the only tool available with us is to observe the outside, the macro phenomena. So if we can observe the cosmic space and we can just analyze the movement of planets or whatever events are happening in our surrounding, we can get an idea of what is happening inside us and vice versa. If we can check what is going inside us, and we can find the reflection in the outer space. Now, directions, how do they come into play? So basically, there are two reasons. First of all, Vastu energies. So actually, Vastu energies come into play only when a space is defined. So whenever we put up boundaries, whenever an open space is put into is encompassed into boundaries, we put some limits to it, then Vastu energies start emanating. And what is happening outside, if we put boundaries onto a plot, we define a plot out of a piece of land, we define some plots there, we demarcate some plots there, and if we start constructing a plot and we create walls, we demarcate the boundaries, then Vastu starts taking into effect. That Vastu starts appearing there, the Vastu energy starts appearing there. Similarly, same kind of space also appears inside our subconscious mind. So there can be the boundaries of sanskara, limitations, the conditioning of mind, or there can be other boundaries also. The structures can be there. In numerology, we call structures related to Rahu or number 4. So these conditionings also related to 4, but practically Vastu energies, as soon as some conditioning, some structure is created, Vastu energies comes into play. And whatever happens outside, the same relativity happens inside. So I always say that it's all relative. So what is happening on the in the external space? So if, for example, if we consider Vastu of a house, so there are 45 kinds of energy fields that generate in a Vastu space, whether it's a house or a factory or whatever. So 45 kind of energies appear there as soon as the space is it is encompassed, it is put into boundaries, limits are put to it. Similarly, the same 45 kind of energy fields generate inside our subconscious mind. So when we do anything in a particular direction, so directions are easy to check. Anyone can check directions, but not everyone can see the energy fields. They cannot sense those fields. Only you need thorough practice. You need your masters, your guru's blessings to be able to check out those energy fields. So it's always easy if we say, okay, bedroom should be in the southwestern part. So actually, why bedroom should be in the southwestern part, or why it should not be in the northeastern part, or similarly, kitchen should be in this region or should not be in this region. So it is all related to the kind of energies being generated there. So according to their nature, according to their appearance, their form, their color, their tendencies, their intensity, an activity is decided. We try to channelize those energies. We try to harness the potential of those energies through our activities, through our actions, and through our karmas. And this is the key to success. And that is why we say Vastu Shastra is the key to success. If you apply Vastu, you start attracting growth into your life. So this is the science of direction. When we put something into a particular direction, it starts choosing, or you can say it starts gets opposition from the energy present there. Similarly happens inside our subconscious mind. So if something is put there in our space, surrounding space, and since it is connected with the subconscious space, so that particular activity generates a similar kind of effect into our subconscious mind. And you can say that effect is already there. So not exactly that activity is generating, but it was meant to be there, maybe because of your horoscope, because of your destiny patterns, or because of your past life actions, maybe your prarabdha karma. So it is debatable. But the similar effect appears there, and since it is directly related to the outer space, so similar event happens there. And when we make any changes, corresponding change happens. So it's because of the presence of energy fields there. So this is one thing. Another thing is the relative motion. So if I am here, somebody is there. So because of that, that person is related to me. For example, I often give an example that all 10 players in a cricket team, they are similar. They get almost same contracts. They get almost same kind of treatment, same kind of food, same kind of respect. But the moment one player out of them is declared captain, so they start receiving special attention. And in numerology, you say that person has get into the steps of number 1 vibration. So that person becomes special. In the same way, so it's all relative. So that person out of 10, that person has assumed captaincy. So it's become senior. So the relativity has, due to the relativity, otherwise those were at the same level. But due to the relativity, since that person has become captain, so that person has assumed more importance and more respect. That starts commanding more respect. This is what happens inside the subconscious mind also, that because of their importance, because of their role, because of the relativity, that particular aspect assumes more importance or less important or importance likewise. So this is another reason why, on the basis of directions, effect starts generating in the subconscious mind. So if we have put, for example, if we say America is in that direction, maybe in the west side, so there is no Vastu energy involved in this. So it's just that we are pointing towards west. Similarly, in the subconscious mind also, so if it is towards west, so we understand, okay, this is west, this is north. This particular effect, if we were not taught, if, for example, if human civilization was not evolved, so this effect would not have been there. It is just the effect of human evolution of subconscious mind, evolution of consciousness, and because of that, this effect appears. So if a person does not know Vastu at all, if a person does not know directions at all, those persons will be completely relieved of these kind of effects. They won't experience any kind of effect. And you will see this practically, that a person who is totally non-believer in Vastu, they are still able to do very well. They are still able to create things, even if they are facing the directions that are forbidden in the Vastu Shastra. Still they are able to do that. Of course, if they perform through Vastu Shastra, if they perform according to Vastu Shastra, they will attract natural support. But even without that, they're able to do well, because they have not entered into that structure of knowledge, into that structure, the conditioning of knowledge. I trust it was a little bit difficult for me to explain, but still I tried my best. Probably I was able to answer your question to your satisfaction. So to conclude, how directions influence human subconscious mind, it is basically because whatever happens outside, it happens inside. So there is a kind of relativity. So if a particular thing is put into some particular area with respect to the center, so it starts generating some effect according to the tenets of Vastu Shastra. The same kind of space exists in our subconscious mind, and the same phenomena happens inside our mind. Same kind of 45 energy fields also exist inside our subconscious mind, and that is because of that we start experiencing similar kind of effects. And when we change the correlations, when we change the placements, the similar kind of changes appear in our subconscious mind, because we are observing that. We are connected to that space through our five cognitive senses, 𝗃 ज्ञानेंद्रिय. So we see, we observe, we hear through our five cognitive senses. We smell, we taste, we touch. So this is how we perceive, we receive knowledge, and we are connected. And again, we are connected to the cosmic space also, again through five cognitive senses, and also through our sixth sense, through intuitive sense, and also right from our birth. That is, we can get it through the horoscope, the movement of moon. We can understand what is happening and what is likely to happen in future. So it is not because of the planetary movement exactly that some event is happening in our life. So planet is moving for all, for everyone, for 800 crore people on Earth. So planets are same. It is just that the movement of planet is indicating something, and in our life also that indication is getting reflected into some form of event. So again, that is relatives, how that planet is present with respect to us, how that planet stands with respect to us, or how we stand with respect to that planet. So there is a relativity that exists between cosmic space, subconscious space, and the surrounding space. And this movement, this interrelationship between these three kind of spaces basically forms the underlying principle for any kind of influences on our subconscious mind, whether it is directional influence or any other influence. This relativity is the key phenomena for that to happen in our subconscious mind. Thank you very much for watching this video. I understand this has become too lengthy, but still, if anyone sees this in totality, we will expect a feedback from you, whether you liked it or not, whether I was able to clear the doubt, I was able to answer the question or not. And your questions are real motivation for us to continue our research and keep bringing up with new facts and new information, the truth, and that is applicable, the practical knowledge. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please stay connected with us and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Namaskar.